have a friend that you think is your friend, and they're posing in your life as your friend, but then you find out down the line that they are really not your friend. So tonight I jumped on really quickly just to share a few more tips about how to, I guess, discern how to get these people out of your life for good, or just to recognize that you may have someone in your camp who is not legit rooting for you, clapping for you, being a good supporter. They're just posing as someone who likes you, who supports you just to get information. And this reminds me of the documentary that I was looking at with Malcolm X. He actually had someone posed inside of his organization and reporting back to the FBI about everything that was going on inside the organization. He had gotten all the way up to the highest ranks, and he was actually giving information out to set the organization up or just to conspire with someone else. So recently I kind of experienced this, and I just thought I could share to maybe help someone else clear bad friendships out of their life, or just to discern the good ones versus the bad ones. So I do have some notes over here. So the first thing I wrote down is, in order to be in a friendship, you have to be mature. And mature is just performing as an adult. With me, my friends, some of my friends say, like, you act like you're Beyonce. We got to make a appointment just to hang out with you. But someone who has a daughter who just finished their masters, who trying to work full time and just juggle a lot of different things and other friendships as well and relationships, I kind of do organize my life in that way, where it's that I kind of prioritize my time because I'm working on balance at this present given time. So another thing I wrote down is, don't make your friends be your therapist. It's very important that every adult have a counselor, have some type of therapy sessions, either every month or bi-weekly, however often you think you need to work on certain things. So you can use your friend as like an open book diary, but not the people that I'm actually going to talk about tonight. You don't want to use these people as an open book diary, because most of your information is getting leaked out through somebody who is very close to you, who is posing as someone who, like I said, supporting you but really not. So one thing I've noticed is that these type of people that I'm talking about, that act like they're your friends, posers, I guess you can call them, they only talk to you when certain people are around. Look out for those type of people, because that's how you're going to discern who this person is. This is how you're going to identify who they are. They're only going to talk to you when certain people are not around. And they're only going to talk to you, try to get everything they need to say to you out when this person isn't around. Then when this person enters the room or is actually present in the vicinity where they can hear you and this other person having a conversation, they're going to be very quiet. And it's going to kind of alarm you, because it's like, wow, you're awfully quiet. And then this is going to happen habitually, like over and over again. You're going to notice every time this particular friend is around me, they don't talk to me when this other person is around me. I wonder why. That's how you're going to discern that that person has been talking about you like a dog when you have not been around. So remember that if they're really quiet when certain people enter the room or when certain people are around, that's one way to discern that they are not your real true friend. They're kind of picky and choosy about when they're going to talk to you. And usually they just talk, 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 talk when certain people are not around. And then when other people are around that they've been talking about you to them, they're not going to talk to you, because they don't want the other person to know that they actually like you and admire you and enjoy having conversations with you. So they don't want to perceive themselves as fake towards them. So they're going to be quiet when they're around. And this is how your information is getting leaked out legitly. You're wondering, like, okay, how does people in the community, especially if you're in a small community like me, how does that person or family member know my business and I did not share it with that person? I kind of only shared it in a small circle or a small intimate setting. Well, your information is getting leaked out. Your next steps about what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, is being leaked out to this by this particular person. And I like to call the person not a poser, but like a reporter, because they are kind of taking minutes, jotting down old business, new business, and then they're reporting it to the person who, when they enter the room, they don't talk. And that person is kind of like the bully. So when the bully enters the room, they're not going to talk to you anymore. So they're kind of just jotting down your new business, old business, gossip, mainly, and they're reporting that information back to the bully or the person that's kind of getting the information out publicly, but they're getting the information directly from your friends. Um, and I would just say, don't use the silence that they're going to give you when they're picking and choosing when they're going to provide you with silence. Don't use that as, oh, I'm just going to give them time to themselves, or, take that as that they are not who they say they are. If the person is not consistently being the same person when different people enter the room, that person, the silence is how you're going to also discern that that person is not loyal, and that person is the person that you need to be no longer talking to, no longer sharing your personal information with, because they are definitely giving it directly to the reporter who is telling all of your business to the community. And remember, within these relationships that I'm speaking about and friendships, remember that you are the prize. So this comes along with therapy, counseling, journaling, self care, self love. Just remember that you are the honorary guest in the relationship. Not saying that you're God's green gift to earth, but you kind of are. You are the person who is special in the relationship. And once you develop a healthier self esteem and self image with yourself, then you'll realize that, hey, this person is even better be glad I even gave them a time of day to even be in my presence. So I just wanted to get on today to remind you to make sure that you're not rowing a boat and other people are punching holes in it. I got that analogy from somewhere, but I'm going to use it tonight. So kudos to whoever I'm using it from. But it's kind of like you have your back turned and you have all your friends behind you and you think they're helping you row, and then you're realizing like we're not going anywhere. It's because they have like something poking holes in it, and you're thinking like, well, why can't I excel and go to the different heights that I'm supposed to go to? It's because those people that are most familiar with you are not going to be able to go with you to your next level. Some of them will, but all of them won't. And it's okay. I'm actually going through a transition now where I have to eliminate some people from my life. I still love them, wish them well, but they can't be in my intimate circle because I can't assure that they're in my boat and not putting holes in it. So if you have some friends that you're kind of like, I'm really on the fence about them, then you should definitely listen to this video once or twice and kind of discern whether or not you think this person is really a genuine friend. But this is just a few ways that you can identify that that person is not genuinely your friend, and that they do not have your best interest in heart, and that they're performing in your life as a reporter. They are just reporting all your information back to whomever they're giving it to, and that's how your information is getting out, through your close, intimate friends. Not strangers, not people that are overhearing your conversation someplace or read your text messages. It's directly from somebody that you are linked with and that you talk to on a probably weekly basis. So, everybody be blessed, and thanks again for watching.